I just quit my job after 4 years. I worked at a Ford dealership, I worked in sales, and today was officially my last day. I didn't get fired, there was no bad blood. I said goodbye to everybody who I worked with, I shook the owner's hand, and I left on good terms. I've been working in car sales for about 7 years. I've made a lot of connections, I've met a lot of cool people, and I've made a lot of money, but at the end of the day, I've learned that money isn't everything. I used to love coming to work. I used to love what I do, and I got to a point where I just didn't anymore, and I didn't enjoy it. If you've worked in the car business, you know how demanding it is. You have to work every weekend. You have to work every holiday. You're there almost 60 hours a week. And even on your days off, you're dealing with customers, you're dealing with issues. You never really have a day off. I don't have anything lined up. I don't know what's next, but we're going to figure it out. If you're watching this and you're not happy at work, this is your sign to quit and find something that makes you happy. I'm excited for the next chapter in my life, and I'm going to take you guys along for the journey.
All right, guys, I never thought this day would come, but here we are. After 10 years of dedicating my life to the auto industry, I'm talking blood, sweat, and tears into sales, I have decided to quit my dealership and pursue my true passion of social media. Psych. For real? You think I'm like one of them? I'm real.
We see cars all the time. Look at this. This is a Volkswagen. Now, it's a 2023, y'all. Look at this. That's peeling already. That's peeling already. That's peeling already. That's peeling already. I don't even know how to say this. Arteon 4Motion, which is probably 4-wheel drive. 20,000 miles on the 2023. That's peeling already. That's peeling. Look at the grill, though. Look at the grill, how bad it's peeling. That's 2023. That's 2-year-old car, y'all. Wonder people don't want to buy new cars anymore. Look at that, man. That's ridiculous.
I just quit my job at Mercedes-Benz, and I promise I'm not about to sell you a course. I'm not about to do no coaching, nothing like that. But I'm gonna tell you why. You know, there's a certain dollar amount that I need to be at to be comfortable in this life that I live. And I don't live a high, boisterous life. I'm just a simple man. Just a young man trying to raise a family. I'm uncomfortable as fuck. I've not been seeing the results that I'm used to seeing, that I have been seeing in the past. There has been a shift. There's been a change. There's been an effect in my paycheck, okay? There's got to be a move that has to be made. You got to know when to pivot, okay? So that's what we're doing. We're moving on, okay? So I'm gonna let y'all guess where I'm going. Y'all let me know in the comments what dealership you think I'm going to be at next. And if you want more content, you just follow Sean Sells Cars.
Car insurance is the biggest scam in America. How did car insurance become the law? And how is it okay that the insurance costs more than the monthly payment for the car? And if I haven't been in a car accident in ever, why can't I get my money back if I've proven that I'm a good driver? And why am I being punished for how other drivers drive? And why is my car insurance rate depending on my credit? What does my finances and my credit have to do with driving?
Not photography related at all, but boy, I think I'd much rather sell my car and walk. Just went to go get insurance on a Tesla Model 3. Yeah, they quoted me $1,200 a month. That's the same as my rent.
When people say California is expensive, I knew living by the beach would be expensive. I knew rent's expensive. I knew things would be more expensive, but for some reason, it's the car insurance that really got to me. I'm a new grad nurse who just moved here from Idaho, and my car insurance before, when I lived in Idaho, was $355 for 6 months, which was doable, whatever. I called to get it transferred over today, Same exact everything, same premium, same whatever, same discounts. And you know what they quoted me for 6 months? You know what they quoted me? $1,110 for 6 months. This isn't even like a full fucking. So if anyone has like company recommendations to go through, or if you even think that I should change my insurance at all, like probably not the best idea, actually. I don't know. I don't even know like how this works. This is my first time adulting, so let me know.
I just got done being a huge fucking bitch. Huge bitch. Worst Karen you can think of to Geico on the phone. So it's a long story. I really can't go into all of it because there's literally too much. Somebody else damaged my car. They have Geico. I'm going through them, trying to give enough evidence. I just want to read you a quote that somebody on the phone just said to me. I asked them what would be enough like evidence for them to approve the claim, because obviously they're protecting their insuree person. This isn't my insurance. And they said dash cam that shows exact license plate that is linked and registered to my insured's first and last legal name. I would need the actual dash cam to clearly show that the year, make, and model, and that the license plates that's attached to the specific vehicle at the proper right day and time that shows it falling off and striking your vehicle. Absurd. Clearly I can't go into the past and get dash cam footage, so what the fuck? I was screaming on the phone, and then I talked to somebody higher than him who obviously was listening to my phone call. I wonder if this is why I was on the phone or on hold for like 45 minutes before somebody would answer, because they knew it was me. The girl that I talked to told me I have a good case for small claims court and I should just do that. How are you going to tell me I have a good case and then deny me? Geico has a higher threshold than the law? I don't understand. I'm starting to think small claims court would be good content, so maybe I should. No. I mean, I would definitely get more money that way. I would get cash and other compensation for loss of work. I'm going to have to go back up to New Jersey, so the time that I'm missing here, maybe emotional distress. No, I'm kidding. But honestly, and we know this, but they will do literally anything to deny. They say dash cam or a detailed confession that is quite literally impossible. So my car got damaged by a hitch that fell off of the truck in front of me and damaged my car on the highway. A confession for that is literally impossible because they would not, could not, did not know that the hitch detached from their car. If they did, and this is what I said while I was talking to them, we would be having a different crime here because they would have been fleeing the scene. You see how it's impossible to get a confession for that? What's the point of insurance, honestly? And the actual people are ignoring Geico. They haven't talked to them since November. They just don't answer their phone calls. And I said, so they're just going to ignore it forever and it'll go away? And they said, that's their right, is what Geico said. What do you mean? Another quote from the video. So you can deny anything that's not dash cam. And he said, for the most part, yeah. I want to apologize to the people that I'm screaming at because I know it's just their job. They're doing what they have to and that the insurance company is the actual like bad person, but still, I need to get it out. How they kept raising the bar was I submitted all my stuff a while ago. They wanted more damage pictures. Finally give them more damage pictures. Then they were all over the place, didn't really have a clear answer, but they didn't have any identifying factors that it was from their insuree's truck. So then I got my 911 call, more detailed police report, and body cam footage. The dispute last time with the adjuster, who did not make any sense, was that I could have ran it over stationary, and the police report only had one car, which was mine. Facts that are not debatable. This is why I'm confused. But they wanted to see more evidence. So I bring them more evidence, and then they say that about the dash cam. So who do I fight with about this? Who do I sue? Why wouldn't they last time just say, yeah, no dash cam, nothing? Does this make sense? I'm crashing out. Does anybody want to like storm Geico? Just kidding, I'm not gonna say that. Then when you want to start like a class action against Geico or something?
Can we please talk about car insurance? Because I am not about to pay $330 a month. Why? I am 25, turning 26 soon, and I just got a bloody email informing me that my policy is going up $50 a month. I have had one minor accident when I was 17 years old, so going on 8 years ago. But I do have the most protective policy, I suppose. If I were to cause the accident, if someone else were to cause the accident, if someone uninsured, a hit and run, yada, yada, it's covered. I just feel most comfortable driving that way. Also, considering I'm a mother, I have a 1-year-old. But my car is paid off. I have a good driver discount. My college student discount is also still applied, but I'm not going to tell them I've graduated. The thing is, I've been with State Farm since I got my own car insurance. Who is much cheaper? Everyone I've called is like, nah, it'll be around the same. But here's the thing, are we actually all paying around $300 a month for full coverage car insurance? This seems absurd. Before you tell me, go back on your family's insurance. Well, the thing is, if I were to jump ship and go back to my parents' insurance, their insurance company would charge them extra because they have a young driver on the policy. So when am I considered an older driver? Every direction I approached this and asked my insurance company, can I improve my rate somehow? No, the answer was no. Sorry, that doesn't apply. Sorry, you're not eligible for that. I'm beginning to believe insurance is a scam. This makes no sense that we're all paying this amount of money in our 20s.
I just got off the fucking phone with Geico. They increased my monthly insurance rate from $253 to $307 a month for my insurance. Oh, because of inflation. Because a lot of people are getting in car wrecks and they need to pay for their claims. That's what they told me. Are you fucking kidding me? And I asked the lady, hey, did you get a wage increase? She said, oh, no. Fuck off, America. I'm fucking tired of living here.
My Geico payment went from $163 something to almost $2,300 overnight. I called Geico to ask them what their issue was, and they were like, well, you moved to New York. And I was like, yeah, I know I moved to New York, but when I was doing the paperwork, no billing information was on it, didn't say the increase or anything like that. I was just assuming like, yeah, I knew it was going to increase, but the math isn't mathing. Like, that's a lot of fucking money. And the lady was like, yeah, it's just because you moved to New York. And I was like, you keep saying that to me, but again, the math isn't mathing. Like, that just does not make sense to me. And so then, like, I canceled the policy, but I was so stunned that I had to call somebody again, just like double check I wasn't going insane that she said that to me. So when I called the second time, the lady put me on hold and went to go check through my records. And she was like, yeah, the only thing that's impacting this increase to $10,000 is the move to New York. Geico.
Hey. Okay. I just want to make this video real fast, okay? 2024 Chevy Silverado RST. Do I recommend? Yes, I recommend. I only recommend for the look. Okay? Let me tell y'all why. This car has been charging for 5 hours. I'm still not on 100%. I do not like electric cars. 10 out of 10, I do not recommend an electric car. The body, the style, the features are so awesome. I don't recommend because there's 3 levels of chargers, level 1, level 2, level 3. You always want to try to find a level 1, which is the fastest, which can still take up to 4 hours. I had it charging today at the dealership. For 3.5 hours, I was on 23%. For 3 hours, y'all, I went back to get the truck. It only gave me 17% more of battery. It was charging slow. I got stuff to do. So, I had to drive 20 minutes away from my house to use this charger. Let me show y'all this charger. Said fast charge, but we don't know if it's fast or not. So, yeah, that was a fast charger, but it still took me 2 hours to even get to 100. So, yes, features, body look, electric car, 100% electric, yes. Charging, no. Like, I'm over it.
And here's why you should never, ever, ever own a stupid Tesla. Because charging stations, a rush hour, they get full, and then you gotta wait a half hour, 45 minutes, sometimes an hour to get a spot to charge your stupid electric car. And then when it's hot, you got to run the AC when you're sitting in this turd, and it takes twice as long to charge. So yeah, Tesla, you suck. Worst car ever. The worst possible car in the history of mankind. There you have it. I got to go waste my life in this car and wait another 15, 20 minutes for the stupid thing to charge. I hate it. I hate this car. And here's why you should never, ever, ever own a stupid Tesla. Because charging stations, a rush hour, they get full, and then you gotta wait a half hour, 45 minutes, sometimes an hour to get a spot to charge your stupid electric car. And then when it's hot, you gotta run the AC when you're sitting in this turd, and it takes twice as long to charge. So yeah, Tesla, you suck. Worst car ever. The worst possible car in the history of mankind. There you have it. I gotta go waste my life in this car and wait another 15, 20 minutes for the stupid thing to charge. I hate it. I hate this car.
This is a PSA for anybody considering getting an electric vehicle. Don't. Just don't. That's all I can say. Dumbest shit I've ever done. Worst decision I've ever made. Pay $1,500 a month for a car that I can't drive because I'm never fucking charged. Because this is modern day Hunger Games. This is Hunger Games. You have to wait for 2 hours to get a charge. People are quite literally fighting at chargers. They're always broken. The infrastructure for these cars is non-existent. I would rather pay $200 for a tank of gas than to ever have to waste my time doing what I'm doing right now. I want to file a class action. I think we should all get together and sue these motherfuckers. I'm suing everybody. Suing everybody. Electrify America, ChargePoint, Mercedes, Elon, just because he's weird. Fuck all you guys. Give me gas. Let's go back to the normal times. Don't get an electric vehicle.
This electric car game is different, and I'm not built for it. I'm old school. I like the gas. Like, give me the gas. These charging stations is not everywhere. They're not everywhere. Again, Tesla has it on lock. So let me just rewind for y'all people who were like me that don't know much about the, electric vehicle world. They do have charging stations, apparently, at some places where you can charge. Magically found in my map that was along the way between a very long distance that my car was not going to make it without a charge. Saved my life. Okay. But when you go to plug up your car to charge, right, it's going to give you an estimated time frame of how long it's going to take for your car to charge. When I hooked up to that free charger that saved my life, my estimated charge time is 10 hours. I am on a road trip. I'm trying to make it to a wedding tomorrow. I left the panhandle of Florida at noon today. It is 6:30 p.m. and I'm just reaching Jackson, Mississippi. It is a 4-hour drive from where I was at to where I needed to go. It's taking me 6 hours, and I have to wait 1 hour for this car to charge. For one, to fill my battery up. Like, my hotel is 8 minutes down the block, but I'm actually paying for this charge. I'm gonna sit here for the hour, thug it out, and get my full charge in. Because another thing is, when you get to these charging stations and you go to charge, some of them you need to have an account with, okay? This one just so happened you have to have an account with.
Just in case you needed one more reason to not buy a Tesla, let me give it to you. We have been charging our car all night. Came out this morning to drive it. The charger, the button won't do anything. The charger won't come out. The the trunk is stuck open. None of the doors will work. Can't get in my car. The Tesla app won't work, won't unlock the door, won't respond. So now we have a dead Tesla sitting in our garage. Although it's not dead because it was charging all night, but for some reason it won't respond to anything. Sweet. Here's a view from the inside. Luckily, somehow the trunk opened. My son got it open, but nothing else is working. I've held down both buttons. I've tried doing a hard reset. Cannot get out of my car. Can't move the seat, so I'm stuck this close. No idea what to do, but Tesla is dead. Even though it's plugged in and charging, and it was more than half full, somehow it's just stuck.
Why are they lying to us, telling us that it's cheaper to fill up an electric car than it is to fill up a gas car? No way. I charged my car for 9 hours. 9 hours on a slow charger. and it still only got up to 230 miles. I could fill my little gas car up for 5 minutes, get up to a good 400, maybe 410 miles. Maybe that's probably the most. Only takes me 5 minutes to do so for a good $45. This was still $27 and I only got 230 miles. Cheaper where? I'm taking it back. No way.
Remember when you thought it would be great to get an electric car? It's not great. I am not a Tesla fan. I'm not an electric car fan. Ever since I switched, it was like the biggest mistake that I ever made. Yeah, not my life. Not my life. That would mean that I have to remember to plug it in at night. And I forget. I forget. Is anyone else like this? Or am I the only horrible planner with having an electric car? I just like to fill my tank up and then off I go. Why do I have to sit for 25 minutes? And if you're wondering what that squeaking sound is, that's the culprit. Louie.
The worst thing about having an electric car, team, don't get me wrong, I love having an electric car though, but it's, you never go to a gas station because you don't need gas, and I just charge at home, so I literally don't even go to like a charging station. But there's nowhere to throw your trash out, right? Like whatever, you'll get like a little snack, you'll bring your string cheese with you, whatever. Usually just like, or your Celsius, you'll throw in the trash can at the gas station. Now it's like a whole mission to like throw your trash away. So that's the most inconvenient thing about having an electric car is like, I don't go to the gas station because there's no need for it. Anyways.
Cracking chat. My tip of the day, my advice to everybody that's in the sales industry, whether it's automotive or anything else, or just in general, if you're fed up with your job, don't be scared to quit that job. I know your managers are going to brainwash you to tell you the grass isn't always greener on the other side, this and that, stability, my ass, bro. There's opportunities everywhere. It's my second day on the floor. I've had 3 ups since yesterday. I'm at 100% close rate. I'm making money. I'm taking care of my customers. And the most importantly, I'm having fun. I'm actually happy to be at work, and that's what matters. So don't be scared to quit that job. Fuck a job. You can find another one.
5 reasons why I drive a 20-year-old paid-off car instead of getting a new one. I'm Taylor, and I share the imperfections of my life, like how I drive a 2006 Toyota Camry. I was gifted this car over 10 years ago, already paid off, and here's why I keep it instead of buying a new car. Number 1, I don't have a car payment, which allows me to put that money toward investing for retirement and saving for my wedding instead. Number 2, I upgraded my stereo years ago so I can still listen to music and podcasts whenever I want. Number 3, my car is simple. There aren't a ton of gizmos and gadgets. It's a very minimal car, and I like the simplicity of it. Number 4, if someone were to accidentally bump into my car and scratch it, I would be a little bummed, but not like I would be if my car was brand new. My car has plenty of paint chips and random scratches that I've just accepted at this point. Number 5, being debt-free is a great feeling. When I paid off my student loans 5 years ago, I learned just how stressful having debt can be. Right now, I would rather be debt-free driving around my grandpa car than in debt driving something else. One day I'll get myself something a little more modern with upgraded safety features, but for now, this car works great. What do you think about this? Let me know in the comments.
I sold my car a week ago. Wasn't sure when I was going to get another one or how I was going to get another one. Just knew I didn't want to pay $800 a month anymore. So for like 3-4 days, I didn't have a car. And I could only use the money that I got from selling my car. Plus, my husband gave me an extra $2,000, or like $2,500, to go towards a car. And I had to find a car in my budget, pay cash, because I was not going to have a car payment again. So, 3 days ago, maybe 2, I don't know, I found a car. It had to have 8 seats because I have 6 kids. It was the 3rd car I had looked at that day. I had almost given up because the used cars are overpriced, to say the least. But I had to stay in my budget, and I found a car, guys. When I say I am so thankful to have gotten this car, it only had 58,000 miles on it, which I know is still kind of high, but for me, because my old car had over 100,000 miles, I don't drive a lot. I'm a stay-at-home mom. So that was fine for me. And it's mine. It's in my name. I own it. I make no car payments. It's a beautiful thing. I wasn't going to pay $800 a month anymore for my van. They were literally robbing us. And I'm so happy to just be done of that headache, have a car, fits all of my children, and I'm happy. If you made it this far, thank you. I just wanted to share my joy of not having a car payment anymore with all of you. Have a great day.
Even with price increases coming, we could have a race to the bottom because we have brands that are in such trouble. Ram, Stellantis, in horrible trouble. Ford with all of their F-150s sitting absolutely everywhere, 103 days supply and rising. And if the economy gets worse, well, people are going to buy fewer vehicles. And if prices continue to rise, well, people are going to buy fewer vehicles. We already have a problem at these dealerships. Ford is doing what they can right now with this program. Stellantis is doing what they can right now with this program to try to help dealers actually move inventory. But it might be too little, it might be too late. And if that's the case, then we could see a scenario where, okay, Ford came out with employee pricing. Now Stellantis does to make themselves more competitive. And then you get other manufacturers that do the same thing. Well, they might find out that it doesn't work, or if it's not too much. Then Ford comes out and say, well, you know what? Every one of our F-150s, we're going to lower them by $15,000. Then you have Stellantis come out and say, well, every Ram truck will lower by $18,000. And then you can have this major race to the bottom because manufacturers are having a hard time moving these trucks because the economy is slowing. And when the economy is slowing, I can guarantee you that these $60, $70, $80,000 F-150s are not going to move any better than they're moving right now. And right now, we already have a major problem at a lot of these Ford dealer lots. So,
get an e-car, they said. Oh, e-car, it's the new way to drive. Save the planet.
This is why electric vehicles suck.
I just spent an hour looking for a damn charging station.
This car has been charging for 5 hours. I'm still not on 100%.
The charger, the button won't do anything. The charger won't come out.
I regret this so much.
So I woke up this morning. It's not even working. Like, okay, it's not unlocking. The left part of my car, it's completely dead locked. This is the key. I'm supposed to put it here. It unlocks, but nothing's happening. Like, it's not opening this side. Other side, it's opening, but as soon as I open the doors, the freaking windows, they start malfunctioning. They're down, they don't go up. So if it rains, I'm fucked. So at this point, it's a fucking Saturday. It's a Saturday. The local dealership opens up in 12 o'clock. So there's nobody on the phone. There's no freaking 24-hour service, roadside assistance. It's no help because the fucking thing is only automatically. You can only make an appointment on the app. And this thing is showing on the satellite that it's on freaking Delray, which I went yesterday. And that was not even my last trip yesterday. I am so upset. I don't even know what I'm going to do. This is like a stupid piece of junk on my driveway right now. I don't have a phone number to call. They are closed. There's not an emergency, anything. There's nothing. I've looked up and down the whole internet, the whole app. The app is malfunctioning. It's not my phone. My daughter has the app too. My husband has the app too. All are mirroring each other. It's the same freaking thing. So I don't even know what to do. And yeah, I don't have a car. And if you live in Florida, you know that it's sunny like this, but in 5 minutes it's gonna freaking rain. And if anything gets ruined inside, like, you know, my seats and stuff, I don't know what Tesla is going to freaking do for me. This is supposed to work like a phone, but it's not a fucking phone. It's not a fucking phone, it's a car. And this could, instead of happening in my house, before I have to do a ton of things this morning, it could have happened anywhere. And then what? Not even roadside assistance? Like, what the fuck? Like, there's no phone where somebody can just restart it from the satellite stupid moon if Elon Musk is up there?
This is why electric vehicles suck. I've been sitting here at this gas station for 10 minutes searching for electric chargers anywhere within 30 kilometers. I live in the greater Toronto area and I can't find anything. Not those chargers that you plug in like your phone and they just keep the battery barely alive. I'm actually talking about a real charger. Anything, 50 kilowatt hour, 250 kilowatt hour. I'm sitting in this 2024 Kia EV9, I love the vehicle. I love it. It says it should be able to charge all the marketing material up to 80% in 24 minutes. I'm looking for those chargers and I can't find them. The only chargers I can find are the ones that'll barely charge the car. And I'm going to have to tell my wife and call her, look, babe, I'm sitting here charging. It's going to take 3 days. Say goodbye to all those family events. I'm just going to be sitting here. Bring me some food. That's the only thing I can find. So that's why I'm literally sitting at this gas station now. I've spent 15 minutes trying to find a charger and I can't. I'm just not ready. The public charging infrastructure is just not there. It is just not there. And now I don't know what to do. And guess what? Half the time, even when you go, it's like a lottery because there could be a lineup of people like I've already experienced, or they might just not work, unfortunately. And now there's news that even for those Tesla chargers, people are cutting the cords because they got copper in them and copper is really valuable and they're selling the copper. Kia, you've done a great job. The problem is with the infrastructure of electric vehicles in Canada, it's just terrible.